So don't aim for preparation in 1 month, because I'm also the same person who thought of making the complete placement preparation in a 1 month. Going into a right club and chapter will decide your future. Yeah, like putting up a side hustle when you are in college actually put yourself outside of your comfort zone. You need to be good at academics. Second thing, you needed a good CGPA. Third thing, you needed good foundations of CS.
Hello and welcome to the video. Today in this video we are going to talk to one more senior of our college, and in this video we are going to talk about a lot of things like web development, UI UX designer, and the things like how the bhaiya cracked placement and all and about clubs and chapter. Whatever topic was remaining till time, I'm going to talk about it today. It's been months that I have uploaded some video on YouTube. Being this video which will come soon, I'm really excited to talk to you as well as the guests that we have for our podcast, and I hope this video brings you a lot of value and also gives you a perspective of students in final year or when they have just got that placement. So if you can tell us, just recently, just 1 month back you got graduated. So if you can tell us, how was your college experience of these 4 years of college?
So 4 years of this college, it is something like a very life-changing moment for me. Even in the interviews, I used to say something like before and after joining into the BTech, usually like in the interviews, because before this 4 years, I am someone who's just like going with a flow, don't have any particular goal, and been joined engineering without having any point of like what the future is. BIT without having any ambition like to do this and that, something like that. I just came in a flow, and then after, only one thing I got changed is some like personal problems that happened in my first year. This made me a large impact, and then after, I've been into the my golden door called CSI. So through friends, like I got some connections from my friends, and I've met with some seniors there. They're given me some guidance. They're given me some tasks to do, and even some things that are very much important to them. They used to give to me. So there, like I have got a good connections with my seniors, and then I came into this chapter in my officially in second year. Before that, I used to be like a volunteer without having membership in that particular chapter. I used to work for them. Then after in the starting of my second year, I came into here. So like after coming into, I'm seeing something like putting a person who don't see the Marvel movies into a full of Marvel museum. Don't anything like these many things. Every person is being into some skill. Like one is good at marketing, another one is good at design, another one is good at like both, and someone, there is a lot of technical stuff used to be there before. There are a lot of people, seniors, who used to do a lot of projects. So they're like, I got to know, okay, there is a web development stream, there is going to be something like backend, there is going to be something like Android development or app development. At that time, we have even launched some apps during my second year, like from CSA. So there are a lot of app developers as well in that team, and a lot of UI designers. I don't even know that term before joining into here. I've learned that there is something like a UI design, something like that. And one day, like we have a event. So there, my friends have been participating, and I am just helping them. That day, they are struggling for making something like a presentation, uh, like something like a brainstorming event. That is, so that time I've been helped them by doing some PPT and some graphic work. So then after, one senior called Hammond suggested them that if there is a UI for their idea, that will be much more great, and they may even get a like one first prize at that particular point of time. Then I just got into the term UI, and I contacted him. He given some guidance, and then started it. That all like in the second year, I used to be completely in design. There is no room of development in that particular area at that time. Then after into third year, I'm getting some sense like what is the future. If I wanted to be in the design, then it will be the right place where I'm standing right now. But what if I'm going to be in a development area that I'm not even prepared for that? So that is exactly the second year summer. time is like used to learn web development because I have been got into the UI UX at that particular point of time, and I know what exactly design, how it used to be, and what exactly the pixels, what are the points, viewpoints, and something like that. So CSS and HTML are pretty easy for me because even in Figma we will get a partial code. So I used to see every time. So I got understand easily about that. But actual marathon comes when I learned JavaScript. So, like I didn't even understand first of all, like why it is behaving something like this. Because the naming convention is something like different, but it is working like a different thing. When we see Java, similar things will happen, but little things have been different. So then after I learned it, and then from the starting of third year, I have got a new more responsibilities other than this development, being head of that chapter. Right. So that time it completely given to the chapter thing. There is no room of even academics for it. Like even before the examinations, also I haven't attended the classes properly. So then after I used to cover the academics as well before the exam dates. The day before the examination, I used to sleep at 5 or 6 a.m. And then after taking 1 hour of sleep again, I need to wake up and getting ready for the examinations. I think you guys are pretty experienced right now as well. So that's how it happened. But there in the third year, I got a mixed capabilities: design, some development, and some leadership qualities and marketing strategies. So it in third year, I got something like a full tally plate. Full of everything. And then coming to the fourth year, the expectations are completely opposite. Like whatever the expectations I had are completely opposite in fourth year. Like what I used to thought is like skill is more than any other thing, like any other CGP or any other thing. But in the fourth year, after getting into the placements, a completely different CGPA coming into the place, and even my the most important is not my CGPA, my specialization. I don't even know. It is like it may carry some weightage during the placement. I have took like robotics specialization,
Okay.
computer science and specialization in robotics. So the ours is like a first and last batch, I guess. Maybe like later on they are giving some minor something like that, but not major specialization, I guess. So like further robotics, there is a lot of cutoff, like for the first sitting for the first test, first round of examination, which is like an online test. I can't even given like I applied around like a 300 plus, but rarely I got opportunity to write 50. So there two things are coming into place. Like first is my specialization, and second is my CGPA. So these like after getting that, I realized at January, because like if I haven't picked up a good plan for the future, I will fucked up. So there I came to home like at January, something like January 2024 I came to home, and then I picked up a plan how it used to work. I have barely of 3 months to get anything, because after 3 months the placement season for the 2024 will be
And
out,
will be out.
and 2025 will begin. So that time I had only barely 3 months, and I've started learning everything in this time, like pakka to pakka 100%. Whatever I used to learn, I used to get that 100%. So in that way, I continued for 3 months, even like from 9 to even like night 11. So that is like a work. That is like a study I used to make at that particular point of time. And then after I attended an interview at Chennai, it got rejected. I attended some other 3 interviews online, they got rejected. And then after, there is a notification for TCS MQT, right? So off campus one. So there in January, I haven't even given participation for the MQT because of not having that much of awareness. Like I don't wanted to join in TCS, so that is like at that particular point of time, everyone used to have, particularly in our colleges. So the same thing, I haven't put any interest on writing on January when it's coming to on campus. And then off campus, I started grinding for it. First of all, I don't know how to math. I only took computer science because there is no math in it. But obviously, I did some math in first year.
First 2 years are like maths only, with math subject back
That's
to back.
that thing I am pretty safe because it's online for me.
Online for you.
Completely math online thing happened in the online. Like I have got completely covered by online. So I have learned like math things like some calculus, some calculations been there in the aptitude as well. So quantitative something like I didn't remember the names, like I forgot. Statistics used to
Probability
be there.
something.
Probability, yeah,
Profit loss
quantitative,
things.
profit loss things, and quantitative something like quadratic equations.
Quadratic equations.
Quadratic equations. There are a lot of math in it. So I bought it. Like I studied everything because it's the one and only option for me. No other has been there at that time. So I studied for it. I aimed for like a 1 to 2 months, completely TCS and GD preparation. I got it. Then after sitting on the examination, the second question, due to some documentation thing, I missed up second question, which is like pretty easy. First question is like pretty tough one. I have written that and I got passed for it, all the test cases. And the second one, I got something like not passing anything because of not taking the input value correctly. So there, a lot of lesson been learned. Like whatever the preparation you took, a lot, it won't carry up, and it won't give you 100% result. How much hard work you put.
True.
So that is how, like it's all about this 4 years, like up and down. And then after getting into TCS, I got an offer for the digital, and then after I got into another offer through one of a junior with a referral with her brother. I got into a company, startup, and then now I'm doing a startup work, startup company. Like they are giving pretty good actually, other than any other companies been giving. So good package I'm getting in, and even I'm working from home. So I haven't expected like I will be working in my home after my BTech. So I have a lot of plans like going there, going this. I used to make a full formal wear of full of wardrobe. So like full of unexpected things have happened in this 4 years. Like haven't even thought of this may get into the picture in my life and something like that.
So like then this is all about your college experience, and in next 1 month we 2021 batch people, we are also going to leave the college for forever. Then we will be going to our home and preparation whatever is there. So any advice and anything that you would like to say to us, so that in rest 1 of the month we make sure we do not miss out on the friends, college, academics and every single thing.
So I think daily you are getting 10 to 15 companies, I guess. This is a peak month. This is a peak month of placement. Up to November, you will get like 4 to 5 companies daily. After November been completing in the starting of December, like there will be something like stoppage for the companies. So that time is like where you will fear a lot. So there, like the actual picture coming to the place, like what the next thing I needed to do. So here, making up whatever you needed to do in a paper will actually work. So you will have a lot of things in your mind, but nothing will come into the picture if you're not writing it somewhere. So whatever you are thinking, just write down in any place, like either in notepad or journal or any other book. Write down them, like once you got everything, like what things you need to do and the clarity, make up a timetable for how many months you are having. So don't aim for preparation in 1 month, because I'm also the same person who thought of making the complete placement preparation in a 1 month, but doesn't happen. That doesn't even happen because the placement contains a lot of things, even something like which you are not even aware of. So you can't make it in a 1 month or yeah, like less than a 1 month of plan. You minimum need a 3 months of plan to crack any opportunity. Even if you're having if you have a big side of luck, then some things will happen. Even if you're not having a certain preparation, you may crack it. It's not the case for everyone, right? I'm saying according to my case, like I have took up like I have seen a lot of references, like I put up a lot of timetables, 1 month of preparation, 1.5 month of preparation, 2 months of everything got failed until the last one, like the 3.5 or 4 month plan only worked for me. So that thing, like give up a maximum time, put up a lot of free time between, because you needed to cover, if nobody knows what will be the future is, so you may miss one particular task. So if you given us some free time in between of two tasks, you can cover up if anything might went wrong or something. Even if you're not if everything is working fine, you can be something like a relaxed time, that it will come under like a freshness time. Your mind will get a lot of freshness. So don't run for 1 month or 2 month, 1 month of less than 1 month of plan. Try to give as much as room to yourself to understand what exactly the things you needed to learn, and then after start making up planning.
According to you, how important are clubs and chapter? Like when we come to the college, we are initially not aware about what we are gonna do, what we are gonna really become. Because once you come to engineering, you see even in computer science there are so many fields that you will be good at. So according to you, like clubs and you being the president of CSI chapter, I think you can tell us more better how participating in groups can change us. Because I remember when I was in first year, the first group that I
Exactly.
enrolled was under you, like that UI UX designer, and that was first time that I knew, acha, okay, this UI UX designer is also one of the thing. And I initially, I guess the boot camp was really very good. That was the first time I met you through that boot camp.
So clubs and chapters are something like refining yourself in this 4 years. So you had a lot in yourself. You may not aware of, particularly for the freshers. When you are a fresher, you have a lot of things in you, but you don't know that you are capable of this and that. So here you needed a key to open that door. So that key may be clubs and chapters. So, and also main thing is like going into a right club and chapter will decide your future. Maybe we don't know. Maybe there will be a cinema director or movie director from in yourself, or else there will be a great designer, a visual designer of brand director or any other in you, or else a marketer, or else anchor or actor. You don't know what you are having in yourself. You just needed to try out each and every field, so that you will find a real you. That is where I also find my niche. And everyone will get that, if you are being into a club and chapter. So picking up a right club at a right time is like a golden opportunity to you. As I said, my case, I picked up in a right time, a right chapter, which is like a CSI for me. So like picking up other, like a lot of chapters being there, which are not that much active as some other chapters have been doing in our campus. So being into the clubs and chapters which are inactive doesn't give you anything. So pick up, see before, like what they did before, then only you can decide which one you needed to go in.
Yeah. So like one thing is, like whenever students come to the college, we
Hmm.
initially we are not aware of the things. Once we start getting into the things, clubs and all, we know, acha, okay, this is a thing we are not good at, this is a thing we are good at, this is a thing we can do better. And also when we come to the college, we hear the term passion. What passion do you have? So if some students are coming to the college, if a student comes to college, according to you, like how we can identify, okay, this particular thing is my passion, that might not be thing that we can go and pursue in our future. It's something which we like to do. In my case, I like editing videos, I like posting videos on YouTube and talking to people. In your case, I feel it's designing is the thing, and often interacting with the audience, being the speaker. I've also in college, I've seen you talking, being interacting to people more. So how one can find what their passion actually?
That will go in a flow. Like we don't know at this time. You will get a passion. You will find your passion. Yeah, like starting, I used to be something like a person, being into some team, some other team, not in a image, like a graphic team.
Hmm.
So I've been before, like before joining into the CCS, I used to be in another club.
Hmm.
So that time I been in other team, not in this team, graphic team. And then after I learned something like to do it in some other platforms, like a Photoshop or any other, like a lot of things have been there,
Hmm.
Figma
Hmm.
as well. So there, I just shown my work to them because I've been keen to learn that. If you are keen to learn that, then that can be your passion. But deciding your passion into your career is up to you. Because in my case, I chosen my passion as a part time, not a full time. I've been a part time designer and a full time developer. So it's up to you, like to put up your passion into a full time or part time, or just a small, like a like sometime work, like to put up something once in a month or once in a year, something like that. It's up to you. But passion, if you go through in a play, if you go through in a line, you will find out once you getting in a track, working or hunting yourself
Hmm.
every time, you will definitely find it out. What makes you happy, just do it, at least for the clubs and chapters. When it's coming to the freshers, they used to think something like, I wanted to only be in the technical team. What they think is like, if I am in a technical team, I can contribute a lot of things, like learn after learning. But doesn't make any sense, like one, you don't know what the future you used to be. At least for the clubs and chapters, see a lot of directions, see all the directions that you are having, then only decide, not just blindly going into the technical, which you are not even experienced at. So for the freshers, like there are a lot of, even if they are getting their passion at the third or second mid of the second year, they can easily change that to the
Huh.
technical.
It's true.
So first, go what exactly you are, then only choose the team or the thing you needed to do. So that is like, don't go with a hurry burry manner. Just
I,
calm
I,
down. Take
I feel like more you experiment on different things, the more you will know.
ex-
Then only you
ex-
can find which thing you are good at.
exactly. So at starting, I used to be in marketing. Okay,
Hmm.
at that time I don't know anything about marketing. I wanted to put up some promotions, so that's it. Marketing also, like not complete marketing, only just sharing the social stories. So that
Hmm.
is the place where I used to be. And then after, I came into the design, and then after coming to the CSI, I became a design lead. And also I used to go with the actual marketing, which is putting our things into audience head. So there I experienced marketing, and then planning and leadership, putting up everything. So there I have learned a lot of qualities from each and every point of time. Yeah, if I became something like, I got my passion into a design, so I don't want to do any other thing. So that doesn't make me a real me, because I don't know what exactly I am. So I keep on hunting, the keep on you will keep on knowing out what exactly you are.
Hmm. Also, we are like when we are in college, we mostly hear of web development, Android development. These two, or we'll often hear software because which aligns with these two only. But very less people, I feel, still I feel know about UI UX designing or UI UX designer. So I would like you to tell people what that UI UX designer really means, and if somebody wants to pursue it as a career, how they can go for it. If a roadmap that you can give to us.
Okay. So, in my case, I will say it from my case so that it will be much more easy for me, because I won't have any add-ons here. I just wanted to know, I just wanted to tell to our people how I became it as a part-time designer. So that will be the case in majority of the cases. Some people may go with the curriculum, which is like paying and getting up. So that I'm just telling self-taught one, which I do before. So first thing, what exactly the UI UX is. So imagine you are having an app. So you wanted to get your audience. How like you are having your some idea into yourself. So taking that idea to the audience is like a real thing to you. So for here, you needed a separate strategy on how the audience can actually use your idea, your feature. So without a particular plan, you directly came into the coding and you done your app and putting up. So here the usability issues come into the picture. Not in every case, only in some cases. Maybe there is some there will be some point of holes where the user experience thing lags for sure without the user experience design happen. So without the research happen, so that will not work. So first of all, you needed to understand what exactly your audience are, what exactly the similar platforms are really in the market, what are the usability test cases that users are facing, what exactly the research you needed to do. First you needed to plan it, and then after you needed to take up let me show you something like which I'm actually doing right now. Can you see this?
Take it little far, bhaiya. Now
Okay.
it is visible.
Yep. So these all things are comes from the research. So
Hmm.
more you research, the more information you will get. So these things these all are the things you needed to know from researching. So first you needed to learn how it actually working in the market, how exactly the problem statements are describing from the users, because user to user the problem statement is different. I want a easy logout button, someone wants something easy posting button. So a lot of things have been there. So coming all that problem statements into a single platform where actually the entire process comes into picture, we are solving the users problems and giving up our developers a true flow, true easy flow, so that they can just code up whatever the picture we have been given. So that is how the user UI UX works in general. So there are a lot of processes inside, like inside out, research, user testing, wireframing, something, a lot of things. Okay. So then after being you covered up everything about the research and user experience, you comes into the UI, which is making up with the graphics, with the help of a graphics. So here, majority of the people now using Figma. There are a lot of other options as well. So whatever the plan you have been written, whatever the sketch you have been written on your notebook or any other way, you are actually putting that into the actual graphic data, actual graphic picture. So here the UI comes into where you will put up a lot of rectangles, put up a lot of circles to make up a UI, user interface. So this is how actually the UI UX means, and how you can achieve is, in my case, first I learned Figma, not as a UI learning, but as a design learning. It is a tool. Figma is particularly a tool which you can do a lot other than your UI. You can do like post like social media posts, you can do brochures, you can do logos, you can do a lot other things, but officially it is a UI designing tool. But a lot other things can also be done in Figma. So I learned in the same way, learning that to make a posters. First I made a Figma in as a posters, I used to do posters in Figma, and then after user interfaces. So I've learned first Figma. So there, UI things are coming into the picture, like this contrast thing, hierarchy thing, or
Color theory.
spaces, color theory, typography. So these things are coming into the picture. These things, like even whatever the design you do, these are like beans, something like a slab for all of that. So I learned all of them. So after learning Figma and making some UI thing without knowing any other theories, I learned the design principles, UI design principles, contrast, something like a visual hierarchy, spaces, white spaces, color theory, typography, something a lot other layouts, so spacings. So these are the things in which are like principles in UI design. And then after I lately got learn into the research. I used to like before I used to see the dribble shot, and I used to replicate that into a Figma. So that is how you can learn fast UI design, in my view, in my case. So I used to do I took like 3 to 4 shots and dribble screenshots, and I used to place them in Figma. I took up like each from one feature from one shot. I made up a like a unique one from four of them, which is not a copy but a replica of the four of them, remix. So I learned in that way, and then after I got to know there is a lot other which I wanted to like. At one particular point of time, I doubted myself, like why I'm copying from one thing. So there actually for that problem statement, I got a solution which is like a user research, user a lot user experience things. So here I made up a book. What a lot of research used to be done, and I have seen other things like who are the competitors, and how their UIs are going to be look like. And for this feature, any other sector other than whatever sector I used to do design, so what are the solutions that they have given? So these things, and then after planning, once these things are coming to done, I used to do a planning how to structure all these features into a single layout. So that is like a main thing. So I used to write in my notebook, like draw in my notebook how the rectangle with the rectangles and like a layout. So then I made up a layout, then low fidelity high frames, like a high fidelity wireframes. So then after, like that is a particular plan we can follow in the UI UX
Good.
design.
I feel like whatever thing that you want to pursue, whether it's UI, UX, web development, everything has something related to it. I mean, everything has something common. Everything we will use same principle,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
just you have to learn the tool so that you can make sure you make designs well. If it is about video editing, you need to know how
Exactly.
you can edit, you know, Adobe Premiere Pro, how you can use these softwares. It's always things related to a tool, how you can use that tool well. If you know how to use that tool, then you know it, and later on things are dependent on research, how you can observe people, how they are making their logos. This little small details may help us a lot. So designing, I feel designing in designing you have to see little details also. You have to make sure that you go through so many
Exactly.
logos,
Minute
design,
details will matter.
so many things like that.
Yep.
So next is ki like when we come to the college, I feel like it's okay, we are relying on placements, we are relying on college. Okay, after end of 4th year, the college will give me placement. But I feel like people should also have some side hustle so that they can have some balance in their life. There is something that is dependent on
Exactly.
college, like once company comes, we have to give our best, and there is something which we like to do. We are often experimenting on things. So what is your thinking regarding that?
Yeah, like putting up a side hustle when you are in college actually put yourself outside of your like comfort zone. Okay, you need to come out of comfort zone to know actually how the market is actually working. So for putting up that side hustles will be the much most like thing along with the internships or off campus placements. So when you're working with the clients, or making a freelance, or doing some typing work or any other thing, if you are like putting up some money in your campus, like when you are studying in the campus, then you're probably doing a great thing. Okay, so you are get earning some money during your college time. That is like a more than thing that saying that you are going on a right path, right? So taking up these side hustles are very much important, and also makes you very much easier to understand the world, how actually it working. So even I made side hustle like in my second year. The first side hustle like I used to do, I did is like doing a posters, 20 posters for 2000 rupees. So that is like a first thing which my senior given to me. So that 2000 is like very much precious than how much I'm getting today, right? Because like, that is where the money I have used it to buy a watch to my mom. So that is like a more thing for me. that doesn't even my salary will give it to me. That happiness that doesn't give. So, and also like that particular step helped me to learn a lot, to come into, right now I'm taking up, like I used to charge around, like for a logo, 15 or 17, 18, 20, something like that, for a single logo. So from doing a 20 posters for 2000 to taking up a single logo with a 15 to 20K is like where we have actually grown up, and getting up the things, how actually the world, how actually the value of yourself. You are actually knowing how I can give up a value to a something. So that thing you will probably know when you do this sort of things. So that is very much important this 4 years of time.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah.
when you put yourself into some things, you are actually coming out of the comfort zone.
Hmm.
So when I came to the college, I really don't
Exactly.
know how to talk to people. I don't know how to convey them what I'm feeling. So once I got into this YouTube, and I feel like when I posted my first video, I still say it's the worst video. If I go, because I don't know how to talk. But today when I'm sitting on the 63rd video, I feel like I can talk more well. I can also tell people how I'm feeling. I can interact with people more well. So it's all about how you make sure, if you know, if I'm not good at something, you are like, okay, next time we are going to do this, next day we are going to do this. It's really good because you are upscaling on something. But if you are really good at
Exactly.
something, and it's better you keep doing, but you should also move out of the comfort zone and see which things you are still lacking at. So which will help you a lot. So also what I've realized in this final year, when before till third year, it's okay. We are steady.
I still remember, like you messaged me, like I'm
Ha,
feeling some
homesickness.
loneliness, homesickness. Like I want some people. Then I sent some juniors to you. You guys talked each other, and then you message like I'm feeling good by right now. So thank you for like. Then after you started into design, like coming to my team, and then you started video editing. Then also like at one day I called you and I said like, you whatever the videos you are doing is pretty really great, right? Yeah, like come and join to our video editor. Then I said like, join to our video editors team, because we want your type of people who are actually doing great at video editing. So from feeling loneliness or homesickness to doing this great, like this is how you transformed yourself and made others to know about you. Like that is how you coming out of your comfort zone and making up some achievements. Like either it's not a big or small thing, whatever it is you're doing outside of your comfort zone and challenging yourself is a big thing for you. Maybe not for others, but for you, because we do it for ourselves, not for any other people, right? So that's really great thing.
And that's really thing, when I came to the college, I really do not have any friends because it was online, and I didn't feel comfortable with people talking online or something. So whenever people used to message me, I never used to reply them back. The only person that I knew was Charan bhaiya because of the CSI club. Again, chapter clubs, they are really important. So that this is how I talked with the bhaiya. And when I came to the college, I really felt like I was very, very homesick. So the first person I told him was Charan bhaiya only, and he helped me a lot. He sent one junior, like from my batch only, there was this girl who was in the same hostel. She came up to me, so we started talking, and after that things were pretty better than, yes, it was. But I feel like that is the only thing. In order to make sure you stay away from this homesickness and all, you really need to involve yourself into something which really don't get your mind into all of these things.
Exactly.
Even though if you are in college, at some point you will feel loneliness, because that's pretty common these days. The only thing is, you talk to people, you will get it resolved. Other than that, there is nothing. Or you put your work into the skills or the thing you like to do.
Exactly.
So really, that time I really said, today also I'll say thank you bhaiya, because of you only I came out of that phase. If I would have been into
Nothing.
that phase, I would have remained there only.
You took up a good choice, like took up a right person at a right time,
Yeah.
at a right place.
Yeah, yeah.
You did three things, you rocked these three things, and this is how you are right now. So that is like a very more important things, like even clubs and chapters, networking.
Networking is
So
very
taking
important.
up the right chapter or club which are having a good networking or good alumni will actually boost up. Because one simple thing, whoever the person who said me that particular day that my you needed to concentrate on UI design rather than just giving a PowerPoint presentation, he is the first person who arranged me a Intel company interview. So you don't know what exactly the thing. Like, unfortunately, I got messed up during the interview because that is my first interview. I messed up completely that day, and whatever the faith he put on me, I completely made something not that great to himself. So whatever it happened, but at least I got a help from my alumni, which I didn't even expect it during the day. So picking up a right chapter, which is having a good alumni and good connections, social media connections, or any other connections or human connections, like, really helps you a lot in every way, not in any one particular.
Mm-hmm. And as they say, network is your net worth. They really mean it because it's true.
Yep.
Even when only you talk to people, you'll get to know about other 5 things which are really happening in the market.
Exactly.
So okay, this is something. Now the question is like, we when this placement season comes, we all the people are just stressed up how we are going to get in company, how we'll when we'll get the placement. And we see some of our friends getting placement in one shot, one interview they got it, and then we look at ourselves getting rejected one by one by one and not getting that company. We are also now thinking, okay, we will go to the worst case. Achha, okay, if this company least package, I'll take it because we are not getting anything. We'll go at that worst side. Even before a few days, I gave my first interview and it was going fine. Later on, the question came up, some dynamic programming, and it just went. So and then later on I got the message, unfortunately, which is the very common message that we all will get. So
Exactly.
I think, so according to you, how we will cope up these things, even though it's easy to say, but what that person went through is really something different. So how you managed everything, even though it's not easy, but we have to manage our mentality at that point of time, how we are thinking.
So during the placement season, it's common
Hmm.
to a person, like getting an offer to a person who used to row with you or before you every time getting a first offer. Like same thing happened for me as well. We used to like, array, he didn't even study it one day. I have seen him like a lot of things. Like daily I have seen him in my room. Like he used to play everything. Hey, pakka, it's luck only. It's luck only. Something like it's a common message every time, but you don't know what exactly the person is doing from himself, like inside him. So he may be like when the time you are not seeing, maybe he is preparing for it, or else from the starting year he had a plan, or from the second year he had a plan. Studying less became for him constant for him right now. So that is the reason why he got placed. So a lot of people make concentration on like what other people are getting other than how I can get it. So this is like a biggest mistake, because I am also the same person who made these comments on someone. I am also the same person who didn't even concentrated on myself other than putting up some comments on others, or checking up mails. Like this many people are selecting this many, like how I used to be is like, I have seen some selection mail, congratulations mail, then I used to copy that particular name and I used to search it in LinkedIn, because my LinkedIn is pretty great, not that great, pretty great. Okay, so I used to search them on LinkedIn. Their profile is not that great, but I used to say like, see, this boy's person, like he didn't have had a good LinkedIn account, but he cracked it. See how it used to, it's completely like something like. But later on, when it's November or December, I realized that whatever the hard work doesn't calculate anything. Like you are having a good resume, or you're
Hmm.
having a good LinkedIn connections or network. That doesn't matter if your hard work is up to the mark. When it's coming to the on campus, no other things will call it calculate. If you're having something like academics, you're strong at academics, you're strong at CGPA, and that's more than enough for some problems. Problem solving skills are more than so some problem solving skills are enough to crack a good placement. So these things we lack and we blame others. So this blaming thing needed to be stopped, and we needed to create a particular plan which is a long term, not gives up a short term goal. whatever plan you did it, you are making it for yourself. Needed to be something like not short-term goals. Put up a long-term goal so that you will get actual fruit on your to your hand.
So okay, now we have arrived at the last question of our video. So like what advice do you really want to give to the currently the like fourth years or second year or first year, so that they really get good results, whether in their academics, whether it's placement, internships, whatever it is, or whether it's about life? Because I feel like once you come to the college, more than academics, there's something you need to really learn how to manage yourself. If your thoughts are not good, if you are not thinking positive, if you are just going into that loop of regret, not taking actions on things, I feel like you just messed up all the things. What advice you will give to them?
So like, first of all, I'm not in a position to give up advice, but I can help with my experiences. Okay. So one thing is, first of all, you needed to have very great with whatever skills you are having. You may see web development, or you may see app development. You may see like a lot of domains have been there in the market, and when it's coming to particularly for the computer science. Okay. So first of all, you needed to be very much good at academics, other than any other thing. Whatever skill you know, if you are not good at academics, you are not having a good CGPA. If you are not having a good CGPA, you can't perform well in on-campus placements. So that is the experience I got. So first thing is to get very good at placements. First thing is to get good at academics. Okay. And at least putting up yourself above 8.5 will actually work a lot in most of the cases, because they will get reject hardly from 60 to like not 60, even 30 to 50 companies may reject them because of not having a 9 plus CGPA, but that doesn't care because we are getting a 300 more companies. Okay. So first thing, you need to good at academics. Second thing, you needed a good CGPA. Third thing, you needed good foundations of CS. Whatever, like these four things, whatever I have said, I haven't followed myself. I've been experienced a lot because of lacking these four skills. So now it's an opportunity to a lot of me's who are watching our video can change themselves. Okay. So please concentrate on CS fundamentals, academics, good CGPA, and later on secondary is like a skill, web development or any other thing. Because you have like making with a small example, making up a great packaging design without having an actual product. How it used to? It is a vain, right? Like doesn't used by anyone, because you're not having a product. What you needed this packaging for? What you are making this package without having the product in yourself, right? So first thing, go with the CS fundamentals, oops, core Java or any other language, and OS, CN, and problem
DVMS.
solving, DBMS. So that is that is the main important thing. So these five things, like, learn first, and then after go for web development or any other thing. So if you wanted to work on startups, these things won't gonna work. If you want to work on the startups, just go for a skill, completely skill. So you need to decide either it's on campus or startups or off campus thing.
Startups.
So in the off campus, majorly, see, like a lot of companies needed a skill rather than this CGPA or any other thing. If you're having 9.8 CGPA, they won't care, because if you're not having that particular skill of that domain, what they are looking for. So I know I have a friend who is not having the good CGPA as same as like me, got a startup. He went to startup and he again shifted to another startup. So in the same case with me as well, like I had a little knowledge. I have given that little knowledge in the interview. I performed that little knowledge, and then after I got an offer from the startup itself. So in the startup, CGPA doesn't matter. They didn't even ask me a CGPA during the interview or any other time. They didn't even seen my academic documents so far. So that isn't necessary for the off campus, but on campus you needed these things pretty sure. So first learn them, then after only learn whatever skills you wanted to. Because the persons who got actually placed, majority of them, they don't had any this secondary skill. They
Yeah,
just had their
true.
projects. They had the CS fundamentals, good CGPA. That's it. Kill katam tukan band. They got a good CGP. They got a good package. That is what the thing, right? That is what the final thing, which you have been worked for the 4 years. So these are like secondary things, whatever we have discussed before. So this like CS fundamentals, good CGP academics. So these things are matter. And then after, don't run for something daily. At least give some time to yourself. What exactly you are and how you can perform other than this. And if plans won't work, what will be the plan B? So that thing is also coming. At one particular point at January, I guess, I used to have a plan, something like going into the UI UX stream completely. And even that time, I got a company from for our on campus only. They asked for the UI designers. Unfortunately, they rejected me because of I don't know the reason. The interview also went well. Everything went well. The test case, like they have given me problem statement. The everything went, but later on they took up from the campus, which is like a Vellore one. They took up like taken a guy from the Vellore and rejected me that at the final stage. And then after I tried again in the off campus, like and even I got some mails as well, like getting an internship, UI UX designer internship. And then after, like at the final accepting, I got again back, like I studied CSC. I wanted to do a developer job rather than designing job. Then I got a setback and again started the preparation, which I have talked before. So give your room whatever things, like just keep a plan for the future. So what these things might not gonna happen, what is the next step you can do it. So these things are like pretty important. And yourself, learning yourself, which we talked before, clubs and chapters are going to really help you to know what exactly you are. So that explore yourself. These 4 years are like a only time you will get to explore yourself. And
Yeah,
later on, you
true,
won't
true.
even get a time. You will start running right like a rat, and
Red race.
exactly comes into this matrix, and you're done. So you won't get a time. Sometime we get that time we use for going roaming, like here and there, getting up at trips and going this place, that place, something like that. So you won't get a time. So these 4 years only you have a good time. This like whatever the fundamentals we have talked for the on campus, they really needed a 1 hour of time, daily time, if you are really wanted to. So at that time, just explore yourself, face the problems, learn the lessons, go to every stream. So that thing only I can say it from my experiences.
Really, this interview, this podcast was really very
Actually,
good.
it is a
Just
chance.
because we, yeah, just because we all are giving interviews, the interview thing is only coming into my head. So thank you, Bhaiya, for joining for this podcast today. And
Thank
I also
you.
told before this video will be very value to all the people that are watching right now,
Who are
because
not
it
having
also
a job,
talks,
particularly who are not having
yeah,
a job, getting into.
not having a job, yeah,
So the people who are
to
not having a job, just keep on trying, because we will get at one particular point of time, we will get a job for sure, because we are trying literally hard. We are getting a lot of pain ourselves, but worth it. When you get your salary got credited for the first month, you will get all of that push patak. So first thing, just continue the hard work you are doing right now, and we will get it. And then we will celebrate if you wanted to. We too are very much free. So just ping up a message, tell us, give up a location, and we will come, we will chill, something like
yeah, yeah, true.
that.
How, yeah, one more question. How did you feel when you got your first salary?
So, last month only I got credited my first salary. Like first thing what my mother used to say is, she said like, don't use this money. If you wanted to use any money, just take from a cupboard, but don't touch this. And then she asked me to go to ATM and draw some money for God. And then after, I started using my money for taking some clothes, or taking a lot, like a lot of electronics. Like I want, I'm like, I love a lot of electronic things, like tech things, so speakers or something like that. I just wanted to buy all of them, and I wanted to review which one is the best, and then after, I to keep all of them. So there, like, I started buying all of these things. Like, I have two speakers right now. I don't know what to do with them. I just bought them, and I started buying up. Like, I'm fond of like electronic goods. I just want my setup to complete. I wanted to put up my setup, so I wanted to invest that in there, like all of the money.
And I feel like at one point all the Indian parents are same. Don't spend your first salary on something. First we'll go give to God. Do not use from second salary you spend on yourself.
To do yeah, the same thing.
That's good actually.
Yeah.
Before you spend on yourself, you are actually giving some specific amount to God, because they have helped us a lot in our journey.
Exactly.
So thank you, bhaiya, for joining us for this podcast.
Thank you for you, like especially for you, for inviting me here. Like, I'll enjoy. Like, I got remembered a lot of things before. Like, I'm first year and second year today, and I literally loved this session, and I wanted to see that on screen, like on YouTube. I'm waiting for that.
So I hope this video helps right people at the right time,
Exactly.
so that they can also grab some good opportunities by learning from this video. And also, yeah, these are all the things. This was a great podcast that I've had till now. Yeah, all the best, bhaiya, for your future.
Thank you so much. And we will connect, regularly. We will connect some particular point of time. So,
yeah, also if people are having some queries, you can put it on LinkedIn,
exactly.
On bhaiya's LinkedIn also you can directly ask, or you can put it in YouTube comments. So really eager to reply back to you, interact with you.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, no need to compare yourself with others, because you are better, you are good. And I hope this video might have brought a lot of value to you. In case of your query, I told you, just let us know. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope we'll meet you in another video. Till the time, take care and keep watching the videos. Thank you very much.